Hola a todos, hello everyone, welcome back to T&D Multiverse, where we review movies and TV series from across the universe. This is Dylan.
G'day.
I am Tanya. Welcome back to the Multiverse of Reaction. Today, we are watching the last episode of Chernobyl, episode 5, and it is called, Dylan, you can say the name of
Vichnaya Pamyat.
He's been practicing, he's been rehearsing.
No, I wasn't actually. I just read it once.
Good job. You did it perfect.
Oh, yeah, right there in the middle. Oh, yeah.
I'm really intrigued to see how this is going to end, what's going to happen, and yeah, it's an hour and 11 minutes. So, yeah, we're just going to go straight into it. Remember, if you want to watch the full movie, well, TV series, head over to Patreon. You have all the information in the description box. For a couple of dollars a month, you can have access
Remember,
to
the more you support us over there, the more we can upload daily on T&D Multiverse. Just remember that more we can get it to our editor. We can get daily content.
Yeah, the more we can have on Patreon as well.
Correct.
And please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we're just going to go and watch the last episode of Chernobyl. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Oh, this is the guy from the hospital.
Little do these people know that their lives are going to be changed forever.
So we're in the past, obviously, because this is the fireman. Oh, okay. We're seeing the moment.
Oh, we're seeing the past.
Are we seeing the day when it happened? Ooh.
Interesting, eh? Can you read that?
12 hours before the explosion.
This little problem we have with the safety test, if it's completed successfully.
That sums it up. Literally, that we don't need to know anymore. That's the reason why. That's literally why they hid it all.
Yes, but
I think they pushed it to the limit.
yeah.
I would like to be considered. We'll keep that in mind. Preparations for the test have gone smoothly. Comrade Dyatlov's been working per my instructions. Power to...
You have to wait. 3 years I've tried to finish this test. I've just had a call from the grid controller in Kiev. He says we can't lower power any further, not for another 10 hours. So do we have to scrap it or what?
Well,
We've been waiting for multiple episodes to hear confirmation about that. He wants that spot. He wants that spot. Oh my god. Oh, this is crazy. Well... Hello? What's up, G?
Statecraft.
well, they're essentially rewarding him to lie.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Like in real life, everyone else, there's so many people, they get rewarded for life.
Oh, look, he's losing hair. Wow.
Ew. Tanya, is that you? Jesus Christ, why is everything making me jump? This TV series is giving me anxiety, man.
I know.
Now let's talk about Vienna. I know how the world works, despite what Shcherbina says.
Chokov is saying they're going to fix the reactors after the trial.
Do you believe him?
Nope.
The state will never willingly fix the reactors because acknowledging the problem means admitting that they lied at the trial. You're going to tell the truth.
Yes.
The Central Committee have invited members of the scientific community to observe the trial. They will be sitting in the crowd listening to every word you say. A jury that only we know is there And when your testimony arrives at the moment of the explosion, that is when our jury will finally hear the truth. Not just to the RBMK, but the entire industry.
No. Do you know what happened to Volkov, the man whose report you found? They just removed him from his position at the Institute, sacked for the crime of knowing. Do you think that these scientists will somehow be stirred into action by me?
Possibly.
Yes, you're Valery Legasov, and you mean something.
You are God.
I'd like to think that if I spoke out, it would be enough, but I know how the world works.
You keep saying that.
They will shoot me.
You're going to die anyway.
Look.
Let the truth set you free.
You told me to find out what happened. I spoke to dozens of people. Every word they said, I wrote down. These are the ones who are still alive. These are the ones who are dead. They died rescuing each other. They simply did what had to be done.
So have I. I went willingly to an open reactor. So I've already...
Possibly. God, this is stressing me out. Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Give me a sec. Holy crap.
He's in a very difficult situation right now.
Because it's making me think of how many situations have come about along this world in the last 10, 15 years, especially just recently, that we don't even know what's going on behind scenes, and we just hear what media tells us.
That happens all the time.
Like,
with everything.
this is crazy stuff.
With everything.
All right.
Yeah, he's got a very, very difficult decision to make.
Isn't that enough?
No, I'm sorry, but it is not.
Oh, goosebumps. I hate that sound effect, man. That makes me nervous.
I'm so nervous. It's so good.
I feel like we're watching an apocalypse TV series, but we're not. Just think about it. This could have destroyed the whole world.
Viktor Brukhanov, Anatoly Dyatlov, Nikolai Fomin are accused of violating Article 220, Section 2 of the Criminal Code of the Soviet Union. The state calls witnesses Comrade Khomyuk, Comrade Legasov, and Comrade Boris Yevdokimovich Shcherbina.
Dude, this is so good, this TV series.
So
oh
well
my
done.
God.
Everything about it. It's just...
It's so brilliant.
Why was there need for a safety test at all? Reactor number 4 was not new when the accident occurred.
Please. Please throw all three under the bus. Please.
Comrade Brukhanov was awarded Hero of Socialist Labor. Comrade Fomin was awarded for valorous labor. Comrade Dyatlov was given an Order of the Red Banner. But the work was not finished. In order to sign this certificate, all safety tests had to have been successfully completed, and yet one remained. But what if a power plant has no power?
Oh.
The pumps cannot move water through the core, and without water the core overheats, fuel melts down, a nuclear disaster. 3 diesel fuel backup generators here. The backup generators took approximately 1 minute to reach the speed required to power the pumps and prevent a meltdown.
And that's all it took. That's all it took was 1 minute?
The theory was this.
That's all it took was 1 minute for everything to go into chaos? So that 1 minute for the diesel fuel to kick in for those backup generators because of their bull crap that they were testing, that's crazy. Just think about it. 1 minute.
What if the dying turbine could keep the pumps working long enough to bridge the 60-second gap? The reactor is placed in a reduced power mode, 700 megawatts, to simulate a blackout condition. Then the turbines are turned off. The test is only as good as the men carrying it out.
Take that, you bastards.
And the first time they tried, they failed. The fourth time they tried was April 26, 1986.
Considering when he met Legasov, he knew nothing about nuclear reactors and nuclear power plants. He's gone a long way.
Well, considering he spent almost, 6 months plus.
Oh, no, hey, he explained it really well.
No, but I'm saying he spent almost every day with him. Of course he's going to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
tells you surround yourself with intelligent friends.
Yeah, but if I surrounded myself with you nonstop every single day, my intelligence level would raise too.
I thought you were going to say it will lower.
My intelligence level would raise too.
No.
But no, if I surrounded myself with someone that was brain rot every single day, then you would see that my intelligence level would lower dramatically.
Yep.
Surround yourself with people who are smart and knowledge will follow.
Life advice.
Comrade Khomyuk.
Oh, what's she gonna do?
By 2 in the afternoon, the reactor has been lowered by half and is stable. But before they can proceed, there is a phone call. Power grid officials in Kiev say that they cannot afford a further reduction in electricity until after midnight. This is the first critical moment. Competent management would have insisted on cancelling the test. These 3 men allowed it to proceed. It created 2 problems. One of them is scientific in nature, and the other is very human. This is the one we will consider first. At midnight,
There we go.
there is a shift change.
Look, these are the ones that we saw at the hospital at the end.
Forget it. Topped enough. He's just a little boy. He's got more hair on his face than on his balls.
Yeah. Is that what's on his lip? Leonid Fedorovich, Akimov says to come to the control room as soon as you can.
He's already here.
This is the one that we saw that was saying that he was 25 years old. Remember, he was all disfigured at the hospital. She was talking to him.
Yeah.
They look nothing like him.
Sasha. You know the test, the turbine rundown, they tried it last year. They couldn't do it on the day shift, so they've given it to us.
To us?
Dyatlov is going to be supervising.
I have to do something I've never done before with Dyatlov looking over my shoulder.
Oh, don't worry. We'll do it together. Just looking at the instructions now.
Are we supposed to do those or not?
Yes, this is Akimov in 4. Well, there's a lot of things crossed out. What should I? He says to follow the crossed-out instructions.
So then why are they crossed out?
Is it too much to ask that you all know what you're doing?
Well, yes, absolutely.
I haven't reviewed. We only just found out we're there. Review it. I think even you, stupid as you are, can manage that.
An asshole.
Switch the turbine off while the reactor's still running. Okay, shut the up and do your job.
Oh,
The problem is we know the ending result. We know it.
The night shift had not been trained to perform the experiment. They hadn't even been warned it was happening. Leonid Topchenov was all of 25 years old, and his total experience on the job, 4 months.
Wow.
Wow, fool.
But inside the reactor core, something far more dangerous is forming. The time is 28 past midnight.
Oh, it's his turn to stand up. Oh, I'm nervous. It's his time. Oh,
Comrade Legasov.
come on, throw them all under the bus, please.
I'll be... Oh. I'm feeling dizzy right now.
Look at the camera. Look at the cameraman. This is magnificent work. Push them all out. Push them all out.
But does it...
Push them all out.
That's their plan. Their plan is to throw the 3 of them under the bus. That's what is rehearsed. What he has to say is that yeah, okay, they have their faults, but there's also some other stuff that they've not been told, which is there's a problem in that button that they're pressing and it's not working, and all the reactors have the same problem. They have to fix it. And that's what they don't want him to say. They don't want to say that there's a problem in the reactors. They want to pretend that it's only their fault. No. Now he has to say, yeah, okay, it's their fault, but we have to fix the problem. Otherwise, it's going to happen again.
Correct.
And it's just,
There are essentially 2 things that happen inside a nuclear reactor. The reactivity which generates power either goes up
nervous.
or it goes down. All the operators do is maintain balance. Fuel increases reactivity. Control rods and water reduce it. Steam increases it. The rise in temperature reduces it.
That's why I say it. Essentially, it's very, very clean. Nuclear is very, very clean. Then coal and so clean. But as we're about to find out, these are the cons that follow.
As uranium splits apart to release energy, it breaks down into a new element, xenon. This is the poison Comrade Khomyuk mentioned. When the core is running at full power, it burns the xenon away before it can cause a problem. But because of the delay, the xenon did not burn away. It built up, poisoning the core. If you can't understand how a stalled nuclear reactor could lead to an explosion, I don't blame you. The men who didn't understand it either.
Take it down. Good.
You should have finished by now.
Shut up.
Working, you're doing fine.
No. I don't like saying it. Don't like saying it.
Come get me when these old women are ready.
You should be sitting there. This is dangerous.
Okay, big balls. Tough prick. So he left someone with no experience.
Yeah.
Or little experience by themselves.
Controlling the ship.
Control it.
Down to 700. Whoa, 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 slow.
I didn't move any rods there.
Whoa.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
What is this?
I'm not even touching it.
Oh my god.
Oh, that it's lost power. Look at that.
You're choking my reactor. Get it back up.
I did what you said. I switched.
Look at it!
I don't understand.
Fucking amateurs, you stalled the reactor.
We have to shut all the way down.
No, we're doing the test tonight. Raise the power.
No.
That's how long I've done this job, 25 years. Is that longer than you, Akimov?
Yes.
See, if I say it's safe, it's safe. And if the two of you disagree, you won't work anywhere ever again. I'll see to it.
I would like you to record your command.
Raise the power.
Oh, he's making me angry, this bitch.
Together then.
I wasn't even there.
Asshole.
If you weren't there, then where were you?
Legasov, I will ask the questions here. If you weren't in the room, then where were you?
What the heck? He just asked the same thing.
The toilet. No, Comrade Dyatlov, you were in the room. You ordered them to raise the power. This is a fact.
Suffer the consequences for your actions.
Court is now in recess. 30 minutes.
Yeah, love made me angry. Bloody angry inside. Ugh! Hate people like that.
There's a lot of people like that. A lot of people exactly like that.
Yep.
You know anything about this town?
No.
The Jews were killed in pogroms, and Stalin forced the Poles out. And then the Nazis came. But after the war, people came to live here anyway. No one ever thinks it's going to happen to them. And here we are. I know you told me, and I believed you. But time passed, and I thought it wouldn't happen to me. I hoped that one day I would matter, but I didn't. I just stood next to people who did.
There are other scientists like me. Any one of them could have done what I did. With you, everything we asked for.
True.
Of all the ministers, the entire congregation of obedient fools, they mistakenly sent the one good man.
Wow. It's, I think that's what changed Legasov's mind of telling the truth.
Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
The time is 38 past midnight. At 30 megawatts, xenon is still being created, but none of it is burning away. The only way to safely raise power from this state is to do it very, very slowly over the course of 24 hours. Dyatlov wants it done now. Akimov and Toptonov begin pulling control rods out. There were 211 control rods in Reactor 4. Akimov and Toptonov completely withdrew 205. Control rods are the brakes on this car. As for the fuel, it's gone cold, so the negative temperature coefficient is no longer weighing down the reactivity. The xenon poisoning is so strong, the best they can do is raise the power to 200 megawatts. The only thing keeping the reactor in check is water and xenon.
Oh, sorry. This is all we can get, but the test requires 700.
Stelyachuk, let's get ready. Switch on pump 4.
No, wait a second.
Stelyachuk.
We have barely enough steam as it is.
What the hell?
I said it's enough. I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't.
Turn that fucking thing off.
The problem they were facing was not solvable. The power was too low, the water was too high. The test was already ruined, but Dyatlov didn't care. 1:22 a.m. Yuvchenko, the mechanical engineer, is in his office. Garavozchenko, reactor section foreman, is in the refueling hall, high above the 1,000-ton steel reactor cover.
What the hell?
None of them have been told about the test.
Oh!
Toptonov sees a report from the reactor's SCALA computer system. The computer is recommending that the reactor be shut down.
Well, of course it's saying that. It doesn't know we're running a test.
This man is full stupidity.
It failed again, and he didn't want to fail again.
Bloody pride?
1:23 and 4 seconds. The pumps are shut down, and they've let go. The pumps stop moving water through the reactor. Inside the core, the remaining water is quickly converting to steam. A void is being created.
Oh.
Steam increases reactivity, increases heat. The remaining xenon decays away. The power is rising. There's nothing left to stop it. 123.
Oh my god.
What did you do?
He was just listening to what you were telling him.
In every control room of every nuclear reactor in the world, there is a button with one single purpose. Scram or instantly shut down the reaction. Soviet reactors, that button is called AZ-5.
No one.
What are you waiting for, Legasov? Tell your lies. I know what you are, Valery Alexeyevich. You're a liar.
Court will...
I haven't finished.
we will resume tomorrow.
Let him finish.
Say it. Go on. Say it.
AZ-5 doesn't work.
Dyatlov broke every rule we have. Pushed a reactor to the brink of destruction. He did these things believing there was a failsafe. AZ-5, the shutdown system had a fatal flaw. At 1:23:40, Khomyuk engages AZ-5. These rods are made of boron, which reduces reactivity, but not the tips. The tips are made of graphite.
Damn.
Which accelerates reactivity.
Why?
For the same reason our reactors do not have containment buildings around them. It's cheaper. The first part of the rods that enter the core are the graphite tips, and when they do, the reaction in the core, which had been rising, skyrockets. Chernobyl Reactor 4 is now a nuclear bomb. 1:23:42. Perevoschenko looks down on the enormous steel lid of the reactor and sees the impossible. The control rod and fuel channel caps, which each weigh 350 kilograms, are jumping up and down.
Whoa!
Oh my lord.
But there's nothing he can do to stop what is coming.
Boom.
Whoa.
How high the power went, we only know the final reading.
Oh my god.
Reactor 4, designed to operate at 3,200 megawatts, went beyond 33,000.
Wow.
This gave me goosebumps.
1:23:45, explosion.
Yeah.
Chain of disaster is now complete.
Whoa.
Wow.
Crazy, man. They told you, Dyatlov, and you didn't listen because you are a freaking dickhead.
No one in the room that night knew the shutdown button could act as a detonator.
Comrade Legasov, you're contradicting your own testimony in Vienna.
Testimony in Vienna was a lie. Right now, there are 16 reactors in the Soviet Union with the same fatal flaw.
Professor Legasov, if you mean to suggest the Soviet state is somehow responsible for what happened, then I must warn you, you're treading on dangerous ground.
I've already trod on dangerous ground. We're on dangerous ground right now because of our secrets and our lies. That is how an RBMK reactor core explodes. Lies.
Whoa, that was...
That's awesome. We finally got the truth.
It's awesome, but not for him, though.
He's dying. He's dying. It's a walking time bomb. Is this where they take people to torture them? That's where the gas gets released.
Yeah, but if they kill him, everyone will know what happened. We know he doesn't die because we saw the beginning, but...
Playing Mickey Mouse.
So disturbing.
Valery Alexeyevich Legasov, son of Alexei Legasov, head of Ideological Compliance Central Committee. As a student, you had a leadership position in Komsomol, Communist Youth, correct?
You already know.
Answer the question.
Yes.
At the Kurchatov Institute, you were the Communist Party secretary. In that position, you limited the promotion of Jewish scientists.
Yes.
To curry favor with Kremlin officials. You're one of us, Legasov. I can do anything I want with you. But what I want the most is for you to know that I know. You're not brave.
Oh, he is.
You're not heroic.
Yes, he is.
You're just a dying man who forgot himself.
I know who I am. In a just world, I would be shot for my lies, but not for this, not for the truth.
When the bullet hits your skull, what will it matter? Why? No one's getting shot, Legasov. The whole world saw you in Vienna. It would be embarrassing to kill you now. Your testimony today will not be accepted by the state. It never happened.
See? How did we get this story?
You will live, but not as a scientist. No one will talk to you. No one will listen to you. Other men will receive credit for the things you have done. Your legacy is now their legacy.
That's crazy.
What role did Shcherbina play in this?
None.
What role did Khomyuk play in this?
None.
It would be curious if you chose this moment to lie. You will not communicate with anyone about Chernobyl ever again.
And that's what we saw at the beginning.
When you finally do die, it will be exceedingly hard to know that you ever lived at all.
That it was a worse punishment than a bullet in your skull.
If I refuse,
why worry about something that isn't going to happen?
Why worry about something that isn't going to happen?
Yeah, that summarizes everything. That summarizes Chernobyl.
That's why he was being monitored 24/7. Well done. I take my hat off to you, sir.
Oh.
To be a scientist is to be naive. We are so focused on our search for truth, we fail to consider how few actually want us to find it.
Oh, that's how the truth got out, remember?
Oh, the tapes!
The tapes, he was sending them to that dude.
That's right.
I was wondering how the truth got out.
I forgot about the tapes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot. I just remember now he's recording the tapes.
Yeah, true.
Where I once would fear the cost of truth, now I only ask, what is the cost of lies?
Oh, look, this is him in real life. Oh, so it did happen. He took his own life.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God.
Cha.
Wow.
Cha.
Wow.
See, there you go. Wow. Oh, look.
They look really similar to the actors too.
Check
Crazy.
that guy's hard drive.
Wow.
Cha.
Wow. That is crazy.
Wow. She had a kid.
Oh. Wow.
Huh. Wow.
Oh.
What?
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
normal.
Wow, children.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Whoa.
There you go. All right. Opinions.
I need to cry. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting this ending. Oh, I can't talk at the moment. You'll have to do it.
Okay, so the reason why I'm not emotional is because I've become numb to knowing so many things like this online about how people's stupidity, people's stubbornness has cost so many lives around the world. And you see it on a day-to-day basis. You see so many selfish people, self-centered people who just think about themselves, and it's cost people their livelihoods and essentially their lives. So I feel like that's why I'm not as emotional, because I know so much that goes on in the world that this is just, it feels like it's a normality the way humans are now. Now, the thing is, this disaster could have been a lot worse than it was. Just think about the lives that were saved through those people that were essentially saving the stuff up from people's mistakes, huge mistakes. People had to risk their lives to stop what was a ticking time bomb that was about to just wreak havoc across the world. This could have affected everyone and everything. And one man opened up everyone's eyes to the rest of the world on how to deal with a situation that arises when it comes up like that ever again. How to no pun intended, how to react to a reactor doing what it did. And it's frightening knowing that it could be happening right on our doorstep, right next to us, and we don't even know. Like those people, those innocent people in those towns, just living their lives, not knowing what was happening.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
The way that this TV series was portrayed as well, like I lived every single moment inside of this. The actors were sensational. The actresses were sensational. The story written was just majestic. The sound effects, the BGM that was slight, it was slight, but yet at the same time it was breathtaking, because it was ripping your heart out for anticipation with the intensity as well at times. I love the setting. I love the theme. I love the color inside of it. It felt like that gloomy sort of, you know what I mean? Like we have a problem on hands. We had that sort of apocalyptic color scheme to it all. There wasn't colors that popped whatsoever. It gave you that feeling that there's problematic, there's problems throughout going on, and I think everything combined just made a fantastic TV series. I think overall the TV series, if I was to rate it out of 10, it'd be 10 out of 10. It'd be spot on. I can't fault anything inside of this. It was just amazing. No. It was sensational. Every single minute just took my breath away. It was just awesome. Absolutely awesome.
I agree with everything that you said. This TV series is a 10 because there's no more numbers. There's no, 10 out of 10, you can only give it a 10 as a max, but to me it's like a 25 because it's just perfection everywhere. The whole TV show, it's perfection. From the actors, mostly all of them, but the three main ones, the one that play Shcherbina, Khomyuk, and Legasov, they make you feel every single emotion that they're feeling. And not just because of their lines as well, but also because of their facial expressions and their voices. The voices are so iconic. It's like you can close your eyes and you picture them talking, you know what I mean? Because like the actors and the actress, they're doing an amazing job. All of them as well. Also, I can't remember her name now, the wife to the firefighter, she does an amazing job as well. All the actors, it starts from the actors and actresses, it continues with the scripts, the lines.
Yep.
They're so deep. You can literally, they deep but understandable at the same time. I mean, at the beginning, I started this TV show not knowing anything about Chernobyl. I didn't know anything that happened. I knew that something blew up that was radioactive and to the point where everyone had to evacuate the cities. And up to this day, still radioactive, so you can't really, the people can't go back to their houses and stuff. But I didn't know how
Bad
deep
it was.
cut. Yeah. How, yeah. So from a person that didn't know anything about it, I've learned so much during these 5 episodes. It's unbelievable because, yeah, the lines, you could tell that they were written by people that knew about the matter. They were really scientific and formal, and sometimes I wasn't understanding what they were talking about because it was a bit complicated for me because also English is not my first language. But then they would explain it somehow in a way that I would completely understand what they were talking about. I was like, oh gosh, it makes so much sense. You know, also the fact that they play with the timeline, how they started with the end and they continued until they go to it. You know what I mean? What happened? Yep. That was sensational. I loved how they did it. Also the camera angles, the camera movement, the music, the special effects. I could feel every single emotion that they were feeling in my body. I would just hear that music, the you know, that static one that was like just like a, and my eye would just start like, I could feel like a hand was grabbing my heart, and it was like I haven't even seen. I'm not even seeing anything that's painful. I'm literally seeing them drive. You know what I mean? But I could feel like, yeah, every single emotion. I feel like we watch so many movies, and we used to. These movies are so realistic thanks to the CGI now that they feel like they're real. That when you're watching something that's actually happened, your brain kind of thinks, nah, it's just a movie. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know it's real, but your brain kind of, yeah, I've seen this in another movie that was fiction, but somehow I think that is ended up thinking that it is fiction. I don't know if it makes sense. But at the end, seeing the real photos of everything that happened and realizing that it happened, it was real, you know what I mean? And like the firefighter clothes are still there, and there's people still up to this day suffering what happened there because of, 3 arrogant people that all they wanted was promotion, but also because of fault that wouldn't have been solved if it wasn't because of Legasov. That's what I mean. It's like the way, I don't know, it's so well done, but even in real life, honestly, because all they wanted him to do was to die a lonely death. Like that was his punishment for telling the truth to Legasov. They were like, yeah, you've done this, you're going to die alone, no one is going to come to your funeral, no one is going to talk to you, you're going to be completely secluded from everyone, no one's going to talk to you. And it could have ended like that. It could have ended with him dying, that's it, no one ever knows the truth, we all think that those 3 were the responsibles of the problem, the fault doesn't get fixed, it happens again, and no one knows why. You know what I mean? It keeps happening and happening and happening. But because of Legasov's bravery and him stepping out and saying, no, you know what, I'm going to actually release the tapes, and so everyone knows the truth. It's everything, his character, it's all about how brave he was. You know what I mean? Not everyone would have done that. Like most of the people would have said, okay, I get my hero award and I live my life, whatever I have left, with everyone loving me and telling me how good I am and how much of a good scientist I am. You know what I mean? My job is safe. I can live a couple of years. Shcherbina lived 4 years, so maybe he could have lived 4 years as well. Yeah, live 4 years with being a hero, or living for a short time being a scum, because that's what they wanted him to be, basically. No one talking to him, being refused from everyone or everything and everywhere. It's so sad, honestly, so sad. Legasov's story is so sad. I'm really glad we got to watch this to know everything, because otherwise I wouldn't have never known. And thank you for making this and for making me watch this, because otherwise I would have never watched something like this. I usually hate crying. I hate TV shows and movies that made me cry, and I wouldn't have watched this if it wasn't because of the channel. So thank you all who told me to watch
requested
this.
it,
Yes. And I don't know what else do you wanted to add.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Other than in life, you have to assess where you are when it comes to what situation you've been put in, and know, does the truth help others? Does the truth set everything free? In this situation, the truth helped others and set so many free.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. I'm going to make a review more extended with me talking about other things more in depth about Chernobyl, because I feel like we've been talking for 30 minutes, but still it's not enough. We need to go more in depth, and also to make like a little summary for people that haven't watched it, because I feel like this has to be what everyone should watch this.
Yeah.
Everyone should watch this TV show. And I'm going to do like a little mini review speaking about a bit of a story and a bit of, but it's probably going to take me a little bit to do it. But yeah, while we do that, first I have to upload this on YouTube, but head over to Patreon if you want to be the first ones to watch not just the ending for Chernobyl, but also the next TV shows and movies that we're going to watch. You have all the information in the description box. And please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell us in the comment section what rating do you give to this TV show. I mean, to me, it's a miniseries really, so it's miniseries. Yeah. And why and what you thought about it, and I don't know, everything that's going through your head. And we'll see you all very, very soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.